Welcome to Healthy Mom Club and welcome to Gentle Cardio 1. My name is Carrie. Before we get started, I want to touch base on some posture things. So first up, we want to make sure that our chests are nice and proud. Our feet are just about shoulder width apart with a gentle bend in those knees. And then depending on how far along you are, you might notice some lordosis in your lower spine. We're going to want to counteract that. So we're going to think about bringing our rib cage to our hips and anteriorly twisting, pivoting that pelvis. So just kind of taking that bowl of popcorn, and right now it's spilling out the front, and we are tilting, bringing baby up and in, just counteracting that curvature of the spine that may happen as we get farther along. And then we're going to talk about engaging those transverse abdominals, that deep core. So I want you to imagine a string from hip bone to hip bone, and we're going to take that string and bring it up and in. So we're hugging baby up and in, or we're bringing our belly buttons up and in, feeling a nice bit of tension right here in that deep core. Just engaging that throughout, that'll help us prevent a little bit of diastasis recti as we get farther along. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. Soft bend in those knees. Let's take a great big breath in, reaching right on up. Pressing those palms through to the ceiling. Exhale, drop it down. One more time, reaching those hands right on up. Great big belly breath in, filling all the way down into our diaphragms. Exhale, drop it down. One more time, reach right on up. Hands laced together. Exhale, drop it down. And keeping those great big breaths, let's just do some arm circles. Very gently warming up those joints. All right, switching directions. Pregnancy is wild, and it actually decreases the amount of synovial fluid that we have in our joints. So warming up is incredibly important. Taking that time, hands just in behind our back. Lacing those hands behind our back to warm up those joints. So we need it a little bit more. If you're able, pull those hands a little bit farther away from your back just to open up that stretch a little bit more. Next, let's stretch out those legs. Let's take our right leg. Foot is flexed, toes facing the ceiling. Bending forward. If you're able to touch your toes, give it a try. If not, we're just folding, bringing our chest towards those legs. On the next inhale, let's bring ourselves back up very gently and slowly. Switching sides. Foot is flexed, toes facing the ceiling. And just dropping that chest towards those legs. If you are able and comfortable, you're welcome to try and touch those toes. See how far you can get. And then we're going to do the opposite. We're going to stretch out the front of those legs, those quadriceps, the hip flexors. So grabbing onto a wall, a chair, a countertop if you need. Right hand's going to hold onto that right foot. And we're going to press that crest of our pelvic bone forward and through. Just a little side view here. With every breath, just dropping a little deeper into that stretch. Switching sides, left foot, left hand, pressing forward and through. And we've got that chair, that countertop, that wall there for support if we need it. Dropping that foot down, let's go ahead and start moving our bodies a little bit more. Let's bring those knees up to our hands. Dynamic warm up. High knees. And this is kind of the intensity we want to be at. We never want to beat what we're going to call the talk test. So we should be able to talk but not sing. And we don't really want to push ourselves beyond that talking borderline without referring to our doctor first. Keeping that water nearby and taking breaks whenever you need. You're welcome to pause it and come back whenever you need. All right, now let's switch out. We're going to kick our butts now. Everything we do on one side, we do on the other for symmetry. 10 more seconds of these. Perfect. Last part of our warm-up, we're gonna open up those hips. So let's take that right leg. We're gonna bring it up and out like we're climbing off of a bike seat, and then we're gonna do the other on the opposite side. So just up and over, feeling that opening up in that hip, almost like we're treading water. Nice dynamic warm up. Alrighty, 10 more seconds of this and we're gonna grab some water and we're gonna get right into circuit number 1. Alrighty, perfect. Grab that water, get yourself all set up. Today we're gonna be doing 2 circuits of 4 movements each, twice over. Then we'll bring our heart rates back down with a gentle cool down. All right, so circuit number 1, we're gonna start out. Nice deep stance, soft bend in those knees. Chest remains proud and our butt is going out behind us. And we're gonna bring those hands up, fighter position. We're gonna side shuffle. So stepping side to side, finding that comfortable intensity where we're able to talk, but we're not singing. Nice and easy. If you are comfortable, throw a little bit more bounce into it and sit even deeper into that side shuffle. Find what your body's gonna let you do today. And this is move number 1 of circuit A, just some side shuffles. All right, we got 10 more seconds of this. We're gonna get into movement number 2, and this is our squat thrusters. So keeping that nice wide stance, feet facing outwards, we're gonna squat down, touching that ground, then bring it right up above our heads. If you find yourself feeling a little bit faint and your blood pressure has been low during your pregnancy or after, just go one hand at a time, alternating if you need as well. And checking in with me, are you able to talk? What is our breath looking like? What are our heart rates like? All right, 10 more seconds of this one. If we need to switch up that intensity, just go one hand or just squat. Whatever feels best for you. All right, we're gonna curtsy lunge, side to side, in 3, 2, 1, curtsy lunge, nice power stance. We're stepping across, bowing down like that little curtsy, side to side. And remember, we're taking breaks if we need. You can always pause and come back to me, keeping that water nearby. Side to side, proud bend in that knee. Let's look at your toes. Your toes should be tracking where that knee is going. And that chest stays nice and proud. Engaging those transverse abdominals. We're hugging baby up and in. Or that belly button is coming up and in. All right, last set in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this is our last movement of circuit A. Bringing those hands up. Right foot's gonna go across. We're chopping across that knee. Almost like we're doing that self-defense move you see in the movies. Chopping across, and we're gonna go 8 on one side, then switch. Ready? And 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that is circuit A once over. Grab that water. We're gonna do it one more time over. Checking in on that breath. Are you able to talk, carry out that conversation? Alrighty. Got that water. Let's go ahead, starting again. Side shuffles. Circuit A, round 2. Then we'll have circuit B. And we're cooling it down. We're almost there already. Keeping those feet light. Our butts are sitting all the way back. Side shuffle. You're welcome to take these more to the left, more to the right, depending on what your space allows. Keeping that chin tucked. Here's a side view. I'm hugging my belly button up and in. Chin, I'm looking about 6 feet in front of me. 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're doing our squat thrusters. To the ground, all the way up. And remember where that blood pressure is at. If it's low, we're going one hand at a time. All right, 10 more. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunge, let's go to the side. And you'll notice, because this is a more gentle cardio, I want you to go at your own pace. And we're not gonna be doing any twisting. We're not gonna be doing any jumping. And we're gonna keep our level just about here. We're not gonna do a ton of level changes. Just allowing our bodies to move in a way that's comfortable. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set of set A, we're knee chopping. Breaking that board across the knee. Stepping out nice and proud. And take a look at my weight-bearing leg. You'll notice it's got a soft bend in it. We're never locking out our knees. All right, in 5, we're gonna switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides, chopping across. Look at that soft bend in that knee. Almost like the shocks on a mountain bike. I'm letting that knee absorb the impact of this movement. Keeping that breath. Check in yourself. Let's do the talk test. Making sure we're at an intensity where we're able to talk. We're not singing, we're not belting out any songs, but we're able to talk. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is circuit A. Grab that water. Let's meet back in 30 seconds for circuit B. All right, now that we're all hydrated, let's get into circuit B. We're gonna get started right into some reverse lunges. So stepping back, dropping that knee to the ground, then we're gonna switch sides, reverse lunge. If this is a little too easy, reach those hands out and bring it back in as we come in. Otherwise, just keep those hands wherever they're comfortable, at your sides, on your hips. I'm really partial to kind of this T-Rex move. Stepping back, dropping that knee down. 20 more seconds of this one, then we'll move on into movement 2. Right on back. Let's check in so far. Circuit B, where is that breath at? Can we talk? Are you passing the talk test? If you're unable to talk, I want you to drop that intensity down. The pace that I'm going at does not need to be the pace you go at. All right, switching now. Set 2 side reaches. So just like Jane Fonda, reaching right on up and over, stepping out to the side, keeping that chest nice and proud. We're engaging those transverse abdominis. So baby is up and in, we're hugging our baby. There we go, halfway there. Circuit B is already halfway there, circuit 1. All right, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. All right, bring ourselves in. We're gonna do some side taps. So taking that right leg, we're gonna go 8 to the side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, 8. Tapping that foot in, staying light on those feet. All right, 4 and 4, 2, 3, 4, switch. Switch. 3, 4, switch. And 2 and 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. One more set. Then we're gonna do some squats to calf raises. So drop it like a squat, sitting right down in that chair, rising up onto those tippy toes. Right on up, sitting in that chair as high as you can and back down. All right, 5 more seconds. We're back to set number 1. Reverse lunges. All right, lunge it out. Set 2, circuit B. We're almost there. Check in on yourself. How are we feeling? Are you able to pass the talk test? Ten more seconds, almost there. All right, Jane Fonda time. Stepping out and up. Up and over. Feeling that gentle stretch along our sides. 10 seconds of this one, almost there. All right, isolating those feet. We're gonna side tap for 8. And 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch for 8. Four and 4, let's go. 2, 3, 4, switch. Switch, 2 and 2. I screwed that one up. 1, 2. All right, last set, squats to those calf raises. All the way down, then as high up as you can go. Ten more seconds, and then we're gonna cool it down. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna keep those bodies moving. So just marching those feet. While you march, grab that water. Let's hydrate. We're gonna bring that heart rate back down to earth. Nice and safely, taking as long as you need. You can kind of wander around your space, march in place until we get to like a little step touch. Take as long or as little as you need. Feel free to pause me. And once we're there, let's reach right on up. Big breath in. Pressing those fists through the ceiling. Deep belly breath as far down as you can go. Exhale, drop it down. One more time, reach right on up. Pressing through the ceiling. Dropping it down. One more time, reaching right on up. Dropping that left hand down, let's reach over. Stretching out those lats. And on the next inhale, bring yourself back to center, switching sides. Up and over. Bring yourself back to center. We're gonna go ahead, open those arms up nice and wide, open up that chest. If you need, grab a buddy, grab a door frame. Bend your arm and press against it. All right, bring those hands back together, reaching around, hugging that arm to our chest. Bring those hands back to center, switching sides one more time. Now let's go ahead, stepping that left foot about 2 feet in front of you. We're gonna press forward and through with those hips, stretching out those hips, those quads, those hamstrings. They call this a modified world's greatest stretch because we hit a lot of our muscles at the same time. Bring those feet back to center, switching sides. Hips are pressed forward and through. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Thank you very much, moms. We'll see you on day 2.